Hello, Corey here from the Bach Scholar channel. Thank you for joining me today. I'd like to thank everyone for viewing my videos, especially my faithful subscribers on YouTube. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be doing this, so I really thank you for your support. This video is a very interesting one. It's a tutorial on a technical exercise often called the Tausig exercise, named after the very famous and legendary pianist Karl Tausig. Karl Tausig was born in 1841, lived till 1871, died at a young age of 30, and he was known as being one of, if not the best pupils of Franz Liszt. He was legendary for his effortless technique, and this exercise is attributed to him. It's not, I can't really find a whole lot on this in research, but I'm assuming it did come from Tausig. It's, in my opinion, the best exercise out there. The best. If I had to choose one exercise out of anything, Hannon, Czerny, anything exercises, this exercise would win, hands down. This exercise is often used by the Russian school because it uses double fourths and fifths. So it requires great strength in both hands, and therefore it really leads to excellent technical control. I will often refer back to this exercise if I haven't played in a few days or a week or so. I'll come back and I'll go over this exercise a few times, maybe several times each day to get me back into shape. You will find by playing this exercise, if you've never done it before, and maybe your technique isn't quite at a high level yet, you'll find it'll actually hurt. It will actually hurt in a way, but there's a good pain and bad pain. So be careful when you're practicing this. Be careful because it can hurt in the knuckles if you're not used to it. But you know that once you get past that level of that sort of little pain that you feel in the beginning, then you know your technique is reaching the next level. I will often find that if I go an extended period of time without playing the piano and I feel sort of rusty, and I come back and I play this exercise through in all the 12 keys, I'll actually hurt. It really will hurt for a while. And then I know I do it a few times, maybe over a period, do it several times over the period of a few days, and then I get back into shape. I know I'm in good playing shape when I can play this exercise through and it doesn't hurt at all. So it's one of these no pain, no gain type exercises that you need to be very careful with. Okay, don't injure yourself with it, but I guarantee this is probably the best exercise out there, and right now this is the only video that has it on YouTube. So I've divided this into 3 segments. There's I explain the right hand briefly, the left hand briefly, and then I play both hands through. So I wish you success in learning the Tausig exercise if you don't know it already, and I guarantee your technique will shoot to a new level that you never thought imaginable if you stick with this exercise and play it on a regular basis. Thank you. Until next time. Okay, let's now begin the Tausig exercise with the right hand. I will go through a few keys to show you how it's done. So we start with, begin with C major. We have C and G with 1 and 3, E and A with 2 and 4, G and C with 3 and 5, back to 2 and 4, back to 3 and 5, back to 2 and 4, back to 1 and 3, and then back up to 2 and 4. That's 1 revolution. So that's done 2 times. So now we're going to go to C minor. The only difference is now we have E flat and A flat. G and C remain the same. In C minor. Now, that requires a little bit more stretching than the other one. Now we have C. Now we're going to go to diminished with C and F sharp, E flat and A, F sharp and C, back, that's the third chord, which is diminished. Now we're going to go to a dominant seventh, A flat dominant seventh in inversion. And that will lead us up, since that was A flat 7, that's going to lead us to D flat. Now we do the same thing with D flat. So we have major, C sharp minor, diminished, and now A7 in inversion. That will lead us up to D. This is D major, and now D minor. It's kind of a stretch, you got to get F and B flat. And now diminished. And now dominant seventh. This is a B flat, dominant seventh in inversion. Now we're in E flat. And all you do is you simply go up chromatically from C to C. Remember, major first, minor second, diminished third, dominant seventh, fourth. And the dominant seventh should always lead you up to the next key because it's an inversion. So it's a dominant seventh. You'll always think it's the dominant seventh of the key that's a major third below the key you're on. So if I'm playing in, say, E, when you get to your dominant seventh, it's going to be a C dominant seventh, which will lead you up to the next key, F. So this is the right hand. Next we will go through the left hand. Okay, let's go through the left hand now, the Tausig exercise. Everything will be the same. We're going up chromatically from C all the way to C. The only difference being that this is now a mirror image. So we will begin with 1 and 3 on C and G, and 2 and 4, 3 and 5, 2 and 4, that's one revolution. So I'll play 2 revolutions now. Now we have A flat and E flat. And now we have diminished, F sharp and C, A and E flat. And now dominant 7. Inversion, A flat 7 in inversion. That will lead us now to D flat or C sharp. This is now major. Minor. So you can see when you put the hands together, both hands will be in a mirror image to each other. So it's a really nice feeling once you put the hands together. And that will be next. Okay, now let's put hands together on the Tausig exercise. I'm going to play it legato at just a moderate tempo of about 84. So it won't be too fast and won't be too slow. Of course, you can, if you're just starting out, you can go slower than this. Also, you're welcome to try out any articulations you like, staccato or portato, like somewhere between legato and staccato, or anything you'd like, but I'm going to play it legato. I think it often sounds best that way. Also, I'd like to point out that it's a good idea to exaggerate your finger motions as if you have the feeling like you need to pull your fingers higher than they really need to be. This way you'll really get a good workout from this exercise. So here are both hands together at a moderate speed.